The health MDGs are about stopping women dying in childbirth, maternal mortality rates, infant mortality rates. As people are gathering here tonight for this reception, what they've got to remember is that unless we deal with health, we can never empower individuals to take the right choices that will affect the rest of their lives. And the things that I and others take for granted, that we can use an aspirin to deal with our pain. We can take a simple tablet to stop ourselves bleeding. These basic things just don't get through to the people who need them in developing countries. And the health MDGs, along with education, are extremely important. First of all, I think the report brings us sharply back into focus about what we need to do to achieve the MDGs, and that means make sure that the commitments that member states made in 2000, when the good times were rolling, are more important now when the bad times are rolling and rolling across the developing countries. So that 0.7% of gross national income must be met. There's no scraping out of that, saying things are not good in our countries. It's a percentage. They haven't committed an upfront figure. Then we need new mechanisms for additionality, extra money, to ensure that we meet the MDGs. And that means looking at the prospect of an international financial transaction tax. I introduced the notion, it didn't get support from the Parliament, of a luxury tax, so that when you went to a restaurant or you went to an upmarket shop, there would be an additional amount that would be put on the bill, which actually went to supporting additionality for the MDGs. We also focus on policy coherence, because what we tend to do in the EU, stupidly, is on the one hand we do something good, and then we do something with our common fisheries policy or our export subsidies that completely undermine the developing countries' economies. Dealing with tax havens, good governance, all of these things, taking a holistic approach. And I want the EU to have a unified approach on this, to lead on it, and have the courage to say, we've made these commitments, we want the rest of the world to do so. If you fail at the United Nations, my nation and the next generation will never understand, and we will never forgive you. If you fail to keep your commitments to 0.7% of GNI, you will lose not only authority, in that your word will never ever be trusted again, but you will lose all moral authority, and you will have gained nothing, and the world would have lost everything.